Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Liam here. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the different filters and color profiles of the new Insta360 Luna Ultra gimbal camera. Now, as you're probably already aware, I recently acquired the Luna Ultra. It wasn't sent to me by Insta360 or anything like that. And I've been thoroughly enjoying this camera. As a matter of fact, I've loved this camera so much that I actually sold both of my DJI Osmo Pocket 3 and Pocket 1 cameras, and I'm exclusively using this one. I'm hoping to eventually get a second Luna Ultra, just because it's a fantastic camera. Now, I'm not saying it's a flawless camera. It's the first generation that Insta360 has come out with in pocket gimbal cameras. So there's a few tweaks and changes they could make here and there, and I'm sure their second version, a year from now or whenever that comes out, will be even better. But this one is still phenomenal in my opinion, and that's why I got rid of my pocket cameras from DJI. And if you've been following the channel for any amount of time, I absolutely loved the Pocket 3 especially. That was a fantastic camera, so compact, so stabilized, and the gimbal made it so flexible and versatile to use for shooting all kinds of content for this channel. And now the Luna Ultra has taken over that duty. Now, one of the main reasons why I did that, well, a couple of reasons. First of all, when I decided to transition away from GoPro action cameras a few years ago, I did quite a bit of research and I watched videos by some reputable channels that I thoroughly trust. And I was extremely impressed with the performance and the capabilities of the Insta360 cameras. So I bought the Ace Pro Original. I've got an X3. I've got two of the Go 3S cameras. I've got Insta360's web cameras, the original ones, as well as the second generation ones, and they're all fantastic as well. And the one thing that bummed me out was Insta360 didn't offer a gimbal camera at the time, so I had to go with the DJI Osmo Pocket 3. I had the Feiyutech Pocket 3 as well, which is a great little camera. I love the fact that it had a detachable gimbal system that was magnetic, so you could put it on the outside of your vehicle for shooting that kind of content very easily, and you could have the rest of it inside the car with the screen and everything, using it as a remote. And that was absolutely fantastic, but it did not allow you to use external microphones with it. You couldn't hook up a Bluetooth mic to that camera or anything else. So you were stuck with the built-in mics, and they were mediocre at best, which is the case with a lot of built-in microphones. So I'm not just trying to pick on Feiyutech. They do make great products. But anyways, so today I've had a lot of people reaching out to me since I got the Luna Ultra about a month ago. Student photographers and videographers and stuff like that, asking me if I would do a video about the filters and the video color science options that are available when you're shooting with this camera. So I thought we'd tackle that subject today. I'm stopping here at the Mayo Marina store around the corner from my house real quick to grab a Diet Coke, and then we're going to head on over to Mayo Lake and shoot the rest of this video. Okay, so I made my pit stop and got my bottle of Diet Coke, and now we're over here at Mayo Lake. I'm actually lucky because today I'm the only one here. Usually, even on weekdays, there's a few people here with their boats fishing and stuff like that, but maybe being it's 9:30 in the morning, I got here a little bit too early and beat them all over here. But we're going to go ahead and go through the color profiles, the Leica profiles, as well as the standard video color options with the Luna Ultra, just to give you an idea of what they all look like. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at the different color and filter options. So if we swipe from the right and switch to Pro mode, and then click where it says Standard, you have Standard Video Mode, Dolby Vision, whoops, come on, dang it. There we go. Dolby Vision, and then of course we have iLog, which is the log profile that you have to do color grading in your post-production for. So let's start out with standard, and we'll shoot some footage using the standard profile, and that way I'll be able to show you what that looks like in the camera, in the footage, and then we'll go on to Dolby Vision, and we'll also do iLog and I'll even demonstrate applying the Luna Ultra LUT, which is a free download from Insta360's website, and then we'll get into the color filters as well. So first, like I said, we're using standard, and I'm going to adjust the gimbal here so I can get a nice shot. And let's see here. There we go. Okay, so we got our shot with the standard color profile. Whoops. And let's see, we're going the wrong way here. Let's try this again. Okay, there we go. So now we're going to try Dolby Vision. Whoops, if we get it to stay on it. Why in the world does this thing keep flipping so far on me? It should go one at a time and stop, and it keeps jumping. There we go. All right, so we got Dolby Vision. Now, Dolby Vision, what this does is it gives you basically HDR video. So it's going to get more detail in your highlights and your shadows. Okay, so now we've tested the Dolby Vision. And then we're going to go back in and we're going to choose iLog. Now, just to let you know, being we're shooting in log format now, the video is going to look a lot more blown out. It's going to look washed out. It's going to be very pale and so on. But that's because we're going to be able to color grade it later on. Okay, so now we've gotten the color modes. So we got that covered, so we're good there. And now what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at the different Leica filters. So we're going to go back in here, and we can still be in Pro, and then we're going to choose our filter. So by default, there's none applied. And the first one we have is Leica Natural. So we're going to give that one a try. That should have decent colors and contrast and all of that, but it's not going to be overdone. And now we're going to go back in. Whoops, I got that off there. Okay, so now we're going to go back in and we're going to choose the next one, which is Leica Vivid. Now, this one, of course, is going to punch up your colors. It's going to make the colors brighter, and it's going to give you stronger contrast. And then we're going to go back in, and we're going to try the Leica Chrome, which is kind of like classic chrome on a Fujifilm camera. Now, there are some other ones here, too. You have positive film, you have negative film, you have CC film, NC film, fresh, and cinematic. Now, I can shoot clips of each of these. Maybe I'll go ahead and do that. These aren't new ones, though. The three important ones are the Leica ones that are specifically provided by Leica, because this camera, all of Leica, or all of Insta360's cameras are a partnership with Leica. So Leica does the lenses and stuff like that, and they help with the color science too. So let's go ahead and, yeah, we'll get one with the positive film. And then we got negative film. And then we can go to CC film. And then we can go to NC film. So we'll try that one next. And then we'll go back in and we'll choose fresh. This has fresh natural tones. And then the last one is cinematic. This one's going to be more like cinematic film. This is one that I like to use quite a bit for my videos just because I think it looks really cool. So to provide a little bit more in color variation, I'm shooting these clips. Now this is with the Leica Natural color profile. This is with the Leica Vivid, so you can get a better idea of how much it punches up the colors and the contrast. And then this here is the Leica Chrome to give you an idea of the little bit more of a balance in this one between natural and vivid. And so now here we've turned off the Leica filters and we're just using the color profiles. This is standard once again. And this is once again the Dolby Vision, which like I said is HDR. It's going to give you more details in your highlights and your shadows. So it'll give you some nicer quality video. And then last but not least, this is the iLog one more time, which again is very, very faint looking, and of course we have to apply a color LUT in post-processing. Okay, to give us a little bit more variety and color, I'm shooting this entrance here to the camping area at Mayo Lake, and this is standard again. This here is using the Dolby Vision color profile, again to get more detail in the highlights and shadows. And then this here again is iLog, which again is going to have to be color graded in post-production before we actually show the colors. And then this here once again is the Leica Natural color filter. This is the Leica Vivid color filter, which again punches up the colors and the contrast and makes things a little bit brighter. And then this again is the Leica Chrome color filter, which again is like classic chrome on a Fujifilm camera. All right, so hopefully this demonstration of the color profiles as well as the filters from Leica that are available on the Insta360 Luna Ultra helped to answer some of your questions. If not, feel free to leave any additional questions or comments in the comment section down below. I do read all the comments, and I do appreciate any interaction that I get from you, the audience. So definitely looking forward to that. If you do have anything else that you want to ask me about this camera, maybe something else you want me to answer in regards to using this camera, whatever the case may be, then hey, you might be able to give me an idea for a future video with the Insta360 Luna Ultra. You never know. But I want to thank you all for taking the time to watch this video to the end. Also, do not forget to get your entries in for my 100,000 subscriber giveaway. You can find the link to that contest in the description down below. And while you're down there, go ahead and smack that bell and subscribe button. And I will see you all again in the next video.